In this lecture, we will talk about principal quantum numbers which contribute to the magnetic moment. These are the objectives of this lecture. First, I will explain quantum numbers related to magnetic moment. Then I will solve some problems to find quantum numbers. Electrons move around the nucleus on different orbits. The orbit closest to the nucleus is n equals 1 orbit. These orbits are named as KLMN shells. In the first shell, there is only one subshell, that is called S subshell. In the second orbit, there are two subshells, those are called S and P subshells, and similarly the other subshells can be given. Electrons fill in the subshells in the order of 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, etc. If you look at the third arrow in the diagram, the arrow is pointing from 2p to 3s. If you look at the fourth arrow, the arrow is pointing from 3p to 4s. If you look at the fifth arrow is pointing from 3d to 4p. That is how we find the order. The maximum number of electrons in sp, d and f subshells are 2, 6, 10 and 14 respectively. There are 12 electrons in magnesium. We have to start from 1s subshell and we have to fill the maximum number of electrons in each subshell up to 12. The order was given in the previous slide. ml change from minus L to plus L through 0. So there are 2L plus 1 different values for ml, including 0. For an example, when L is equal to 2 ml, change from minus 2 to plus 2 through 0. In addition to the orbital motion of electron spins around its own axis. The magnetic moment is proportional to ml. When ml is positive, energy is negative. When ml is negative, energy is positive. Electrons fill from the highest positive value of ml to the highest negative value of ml in subshells. According to Pauli's principle, there is only one spin up electron and one spin down electron in each subshell. We cannot find two spin up electrons or two spin down electrons in one subshells. The magnetic moment of completely filled subshells is 0. Only the partially filled subshells contribute to the magnetic moment. Now we are going to find L, S and J for iron plus 2. There are 24 electrons in iron plus 2. So first we can write the electron configuration. Except 3D subshell, all other subshells are completely filled. Only the 3D subshell is partially filled. So only the 3D subshell contributes to the magnetic moment. Because L is equal to 2 for D subshell, ml change from minus 2 to plus 2 through 0. So ml can be minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 or 2. According to the last equation given on slide number 6, electrons start to fill from ml equals 2. So first we have to fill all the spin up electrons. According to Hund's rule, we have to fill electrons so that the S has the maximum value. After filling all the spin up electrons, then we have to fill spin down electron again starting from ml equals 2. We have to add all the ml values to find capital L. There are 4 spin up electrons in subshells, so the total spin is equal to 4 times 1/2, that is equal to 2. Because 3D subshell is less than half filled, J is equal to L minus S, so J is equal to 0. Now we will do the second example. For nickel, there are 28 electrons, so first we have to write the electron configuration. Except 3D subshell, all other subshells are completely filled, so only the 3D subshell contributes to the magnetic moment. There are 8 electrons in 3D subshell, so first we have to fill electrons starting from ml equals 2 subshell. Then we have to fill other 3 electrons starting from ml equals 2 subshells as spin down electrons. Now we have to add all the ml values for spin out, up and spin down electrons to find capital L. Because there are only 2 unpaired electrons in boxes, the total spin is equal to 2 times 1/2, that is equal to 1. Because there are 8 electrons in 3D subshell, the 3D subshell is more than half filled, so J is equal to L plus S, so that is equal to 4.